Yo, world, we back with another episode of Rap Life Sports. Yeah, this is gonna be it's an epic episode. I like to tell y'all, we got some as we say, Marietta finest on here with me today. But before we get started, I want y'all to make sure y'all subscribe, hit that bell, hit that like, so y'all make sure some new coming out on Rap Life Sports. Y'all up on it, man. So today we're doing another series in our top 5 Marietta sports. I got some of the guys that's probably gonna be in the top 5 in the sports. We got James Pasley, one of the Marietta legends, point guard, superstar extraordinaire. We got the Golden Child, the legendary Keyon Byrd here with me. And we got the one and only Derrick Tinsley here with me. I want y'all to go around and introduce yourself and start with JP.
I'm James Pasley, former guard from Marietta High School, alumni. I'm here to support my brother, Sahara, Brinson, in the RAPLife movement. I'm also here with former colleagues, Byrd and Derrick Tinsley. Good to see y'all, fellas.
Keyon Byrd, alumni Marietta High, class of 02. Here to support Sahara in the RAPLife movement, and good to see my brothers Derrick and James. Just glad to be on here, man, and be a part of the Marietta pride.
What we say, be somebody.
Be somebody, man.
DT.
I'm Derrick Tinsley, man. Class 01, football player. I consider myself a track star. So yeah, man. Rap Life coming live again to you. Just enjoying ourselves, man. Former athletes, still athletes, coaches, hustlers, go-getters, all that.
Entrepreneur.
People kind of sleep on that track resume.
Oh yeah.
Football,
that's why I got Marines. I got Marines in track, man.
Hey, I think it was one person that could have beat you if he would have kept running.
Who?
You know who it is.
Tell me.
Anthony Gaines.
No, sir. Now look, I'll be honest with you. And he did beat me one time when we were little, but when we used to race, I was always winning. He beat me one time. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga run like a deer.
Hey, Ant, my boy. Man, we went to Lockheed together, man. But yeah, Ant was tough.
I ain't know Ant was fast like that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well, he thinks like the police. You
like the police.
They all got it.
Yeah,
the game, boy. Hey, the athletes.
Definitely. Everybody. So today, topic we got trying to do. We got the series. This will be episode 2 of this series, the top 5. So you start first question. Since I'm gonna mix mine up, since I'm gonna be the host and be on here all by the time, I'm gonna just change my answers up every time. So we want to get everybody's different opinions on here. We're gonna start. So we got 2 basketball players out here. DT, you Trump. So we're gonna start. We're gonna go with the top 5 basketball players this time. Start with JP. The top 5 and a sub. So you get 5 players and 1 sub. Any era, Marietta. Who your
that I seen? Oh, any era. So not that I seen.
Era. You ain't have to see them. You might have just heard about them.
Okay,
you might have played with some of them. They might have came after we did, and what have you. However you want to mix it. You got 5 players and 1 sub.
Well, of course, I got Keyon on there first. One of my personal favorites. I got 4 more, huh? I'm gonna have to put Dale on there. Of course.
You got 5. You got 5. You get a sub too.
So do I need any? Am I going by position or just 5 players?
Well, we gonna go new school because it's positionless these days. So you get you 5 starters and 1 sub. Y'all going to run shop. Y'all got 5 coming.
Okay, if I'm going off of that, then I'm gonna keep it historical. I'm gonna go Keyon. I gotta do Ezra. I got to do Dale. Cedric Henderson, that's 4 right there. 5. I slide Jazz on there at 5. Jazz Ross. I put him on there at 5 because he's a slasher. He interchangeable. And my 6. Hold on, excuse me. Hold on 1 second. And my 6.
So, what's up?
They might not know him, but it might be Darryl Ballard, man. It might be them. Either him. It's between him and Jerry Jones for me.
All right.
Yeah, Brentwood Cole.
Between Brent and Jerry Jones. That's my 6.
I like that. DT, we're coming to you next, DT. Your top 5 basketball players in the era Marietta High School.
Yeah. So I got to go off what I seen, because I was away from Marietta for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron and Travis as 1 and 2, because I can remember being in 8th grade, man. And it was a classic or some shit they were having at North Cobb High School, and that shit got packed out. And Bron and Travis was out there going crazy. I got Gooseby because those are the games I used to go to. My daddy used to take me all the Gooseby games because my stepmom Quita, they kin to their family. And I got to go Keyon. That's 4. Israel, and it was hard for me to pick my sub, man. But shit, it's hard. It's hard because I know I'm leaving somebody out who really supposed to be on there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm going with Rose and Bobo 1A, 1B, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love Bobo.
Ooh.
Put that out. I love Bobo. I really think Bobo should have been one of them players that averaged 20 a game, but the system was perfect, the team was perfect, so he didn't have to.
True story.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm telling you, what y'all did in '99, but that was shit. It was unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? It was
Charlie,
crazy.
if you watching, you owe me a ring too, Charlie. I'll put that out there.
Yeah, we coming to you on this one, man. Who you got? I'm gonna get mine gonna be a little different. Who you got, Keyon?
Shoot, man. I would go, Dale, Stephen Gooseby, Travis.
I was about Steve.
Shoot, man. We all stayed in, Travis and Gooseby, they stayed in Kennesaw Village right behind me, man. So, I looked up to those guys. I'm gonna go with one of my favorites, man, Ezra Williams, man. Whenever I played, or I've always tried to emulate my game after him, but he was a killer. I'm gonna go 5, Jazz Ross. I mean, he was probably one of the best high school players I ever played with. I mean, shit, no matter what kind of game we were in, you give him the ball, he gonna get a bucket some way, somehow. And I mean, he just shit, man. He a go-getter, and then a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with me on this one, but Paul Daniels.
I can see that.
Paul Daniels. I mean,
Paul was y'all Bobo to me.
Yeah. Paul to go out there and have a quiet 12, 13 and guard the best player on the other team and
about 10 rebounds too.
Yeah, 10 rebounds, and you wouldn't even and wouldn't complain about not getting the ball, not doing nothing. He was kind of like the Dennis Rodman, just going out junkyard.
Shout out to Paul, man.
Yeah, man. So Paul,
I love that guy.
Yeah, man. So those guys, that's my top 5, and Paul my sub. So but Bobo and Brandon Rose, playing on that 98, that 99 and 98, 99 team. As a freshman, man, him, Josh Cooper, Lee Jackson, Adam Ducote, those guys. I mean, watching those guys firsthand, those guys can be up there too, So, yeah. So those some legends right there.
A whole lot. Well, I had went, the route y'all pretty much went. I went that route when answering this question last time. So I said I'm gonna be a little different and go just all the way off of Marietta players that none of these guys ever played. They never played varsity basketball. I don't even think most of them even played Marietta. But they played Marietta somehow, some way, AAU, or we know these guys as being Marietta guys. And if they would have, made it to that time, that level, I think they would have been successful. So my top five, my first guy, I'm gonna go Field Pot, Brandon Field Pot.
You talking about guys that didn't play basketball?
Like these, my five is gonna be like guys that none of these guys never played varsity. But if they could have played or if they would have played, they would have been dogs out there. But for some reason, it just didn't work out for these guys to play Marietta varsity basketball. They might have played AAU with us, or the streets might have got a hold to them, so they ain't play school ball when they got to high school. Maybe eighth grade or something. They could have been that guy. We know these guys. People may really know these guys. So, Field Pot was a guy to me. I mean, eighth grade, Field Pot was just that guy. I felt like things don't happen how things happen. And he be able to go and play school ball. I felt like Brandon Field Pot could have been the top Marietta players of our area. These next two y'all gonna know for sure. They played with us. Tim Brown. Timbo didn't never play for Marietta, but Marietta Heat. Tim Brown was the best big man to be ever. Timbo.
That's a real Dennis Rodman.
Real dog. I don't know how tall Timbo was for real, but Timbo down there.
6'2", by 6'1".
Going crazy.
He gonna go at a 6'8" man and
Timbo didn't never play for Marietta Blue Devil, but Timbo Marietta, you know what I mean? Marietta Heat.
Yeah.
I remember playing football against Timbo. He played for Osborne. He was a linebacker, a tough linebacker too.
Bill Fine.
How he pop up on somebody's football team, Keyon?
Yeah, Timbo played football, man.
Look, out of nowhere, he was playing football. Big Cow.
Some people might not know them people. Though.
Yeah, they might not know Big Cow, but we know, like, I talked in the last one. He might be only player at one point in time I felt like was better than Keyon.
So look, let me get this right. Big Cal ain't look. That ain't look Cal, is it?
No.
All right, so
I can't even remember Big Cal last name.
Didn't even have one.
Yeah, we just called Big Cal.
I think it was Anderson.
Big Cal was.
I think it was Anderson.
Was a dog, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was from New York. He was from New York.
Rock shoot. Like we facilitator. You know what I mean? Like I ain't saying the size of LeBron, but how he played the game. Kind of like that. Derrick Ellis. Number 4 player.
Yeah.
Derrick Ellis, dog. He had the height, the game, things happen. Another one that was with our class that I felt like would have been a dog thing changed up. Eric Styles. Fat boy. Fat boy was a real hooper, growing up by 8th grade and by 9th grade. By where we from by 9th grade, people done made that decision on what they was gonna do, at the time. And another one, my sub though, I'm gonna go Jason Miller. Jason Miller was a hooper. It's a reach, but Jason Miller I think he would have been like that Bobo that quiet unsung player that could kind of do it all. I mean, he just had a tough position. I mean, he was playing back with LaRue and Tony James and Allen and all them.
He was a shooting guard.
Yeah. He was, right in there.
You see him?
He had to try to take it up. Give some folks some love that he might not necessarily got some love because they didn't play, there at the bar today.
Yeah.
Next, though, we're going to switch up.
It's It's one more on that too, man. People probably be like, then, he got lost in the streets too. Mumu, I mean, if you watched him play, I mean, he was a killer too. I mean, Jazz. I mean, left-handed. I mean, go out there, get you a bucket, do whatever, and they get caught up in the streets and stuff. But I mean, he was one that he was a good,
Yeah.
Sorry,
You brought him up last time. Slick out. This is me. I always felt like if Mumu don't get caught up, how you get, things happen. I felt like he might could have been one of the best. Might have been the best.
Yeah.
Because I don't had arguments all the time.
he probably would have went on.
Smooth. It was left hand.
He probably would have went on to break a shooting record. I could see that, some kind of shooting record.
Yeah.
Hey, look, did any of y'all ever see Terry Luster play basketball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Clay Home, but Terry Luster on that court, that shit was crazy, cuz.
That you bring his name up, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there for you. That's what influenced me to play with my left hand.
I'm telling you, but hey,
Terry. I didn't know which hand he was.
It was smooth out there, boy. He was smooth as hell.
I got one more for y'all though. To me he was like the first star. We was real little though. Warner Teat was like the first basketball star to me. Warner Teat at the Red.
Warner Teat was tough.
Warner Teat, that was it, man.
How y'all leaving JB out? I've been waiting to see, but how y'all leaving JB out?
I don't know. And there's nothing. I used to think Nick was the best basketball player growing up too. Nick Backtree.
How y'all leaving John Boyd?
I mean, but the Nick football, like he was that good of an athlete that when he put him on the football field, it was crazy that he was probably really better in football, but Nick was the truth in basketball.
Nick was an All-American at 11.
Yes, I'm telling you, man. Look, I used to go to the cat team with Nick all the time, man. I swear, I feel like he used to hit every three he took. Every shot he shot, I felt like Nick made that move. I ain't never seen Nick miss at the cat team. Never. I ain't never seen him miss.
Right. Yeah, he was like an 8th grade All-American. So I think he went to like ABCD camp or something like that. Super early. Like we're gonna switch gears. You got the top 5 female athletes in the generation. I need 5 female. Like who was your top 5 females from any sport, any generation? You got 5 girls.
I'm gonna go first. I just want to say this first. My wife, Ashley Perry Tinsley, was on the state championship track team, and she was all county, all region. So 4-year varsity. So she on that. Let me just get that out there.
Any sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, but look, straight up. I gotta go Lindsay. I'm gonna go Lauren Nicholson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tinsley because Tinsley, in a short period of time, she put up the track. She got our records in the school now. She got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Priscilla, and then I'm gonna go with Patricia Elba. Oh, James, you should know Patricia Elba. She graduated with us, but she was a volleyball player. But the way that I see how competitive volleyball is now, she took us to the state championship 2001. I don't know if y'all remember going to the volleyball state championship game.
Nah.
Our girls went, man. Patricia Elba was the truth, cuz. I don't know if nobody would know her because she played volleyball. At the time, that wasn't the sport. Yeah. But Patricia Elba was cold. But that's my 5, man.
All right. Keyon, let me get your top 5.
Ooh. I can go with Tinsley. Like she on the top.
She's on another level.
Lindsay. I'll go with Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
First. Angel Robinson. I'll go with her.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. Who else? Man, I can't even give you 5, man. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, look, do what I think. I think we're gonna have to say our 5, then just carry the discussion a little farther. You know what I'm saying?
Like you say, Lauren Nicholson. You know, you talk about her. You know, she played what basketball and she ran track.
Yeah,
right?
ran track. Yep.
Yeah. Who else, man?
That's both.
Shoot, man, that's shit. I'm about to say Shelly Nowicki or somebody, man.
I said the wiki. I swear she was balling.
Hey, she went to Stanford though to play.
Yeah, she was big time, bro.
Yeah.
Smart.
And she became a good player because I don't think she never really played, but she became
like
one.
she hadn't developed yet, but she had the potential. You know,
Yeah.
that's why she was. You can't go to Stanford.
Look, I tell you, Carla Ben was good. Shakira Cook.
Hey, he said 5, man. You can't be cutting into my 5.
Hey, you ain't saw. We ain't saw yet. I thought Keyon was done.
Hey, Jay was at my top.
Hey, I know that was my 5, but you know what? I keep forgetting about like the Shakira Cooks, but they came
That was my top. I'm waiting for my turn.
I gave my 5, James. It's your turn now.
Jack, if you watching, you my number 1.
Who your number one? Who your number one, James?
Cook. Maybe I might be biased on that because I always been a Shakira Cook fan. I got Shakira Cook. I got Priscilla Gaines. I got Angel Robinson. Lindsay Daly, of course. She was that's a no-brainer. 5, man. Well, y'all pick the 5th one, man. Lauren Nicholson, I guess.
Okay. Right. We getting about the same name. I'm gonna go Shaq, Shakira Cook. I'm gonna go. My number 2 is Melinda Mickey Watts. Tisley, of course. Lindsay Sherrod. And I'm gonna go Punchy, number 5. I'm gonna go Punchy, 4-year varsity starter. Led like after once all the girls really left, she led the team by herself. So I'm gonna go Punchy. My number 5.
Yeah.
Good with them?
It's a lot of girl athletes that can't, like, cause you gotta think. I was when I first got there, Kendra Wilson she was faster than Tisley, or she was just as fast as Tisley. But then you got Jackie and Jalonda.
Yeah, I was thinking about them. I was thinking about Jalonda. I want to say
you got Naomi Beverly, who was good. Like, it's a whole lot of girls. A whole lot of girls, man, that that played sports at a high level at Marietta High School.
So JP, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to football. We're gonna start with you. You get 5. The top 5 players in Marietta, any era, any position, anything goes. Who you got?
Hey, man. No, I got Buck on there first, man. No, I got number 1 on there first, man. Damn, bro, we talked about this too. I got Buck. Nah, but I got Derrick Tinsley, Travis Zachary, Eric Zier.
Okay.
Mel Gibson. Not Mel Gibson, my bad, Mel Jackson, sorry, I'm thinking about a movie. And I really like Coop, man. I really like Coop, man.
Yeah.
I like Joshua Cooper, man. I just like a 6'6" linebacker. You don't find that in high school. You don't find that in high school, bro.
Yeah.
But wait, but I did remember, Buck. I said I like Eric too, the receiver.
Yeah,
Gilbert.
Boy.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Yeah,
I give you a sub. You get a sub. You get 5.
You might, shit, go ahead. I really want to take one of them off, but it's all right.
All right, Keyon, who your 5 is? Who you got?
I got Mr. Tinsley, Mr. UT. I got him. He first. Terrence Huey, got him. Josh Coop, my favorite, Travis Zachary, and I'm gonna go with my man Hurley Harrison. Man, Hurley, he was a hit
Early.
You know, you talk
Oh,
about
all right. Yeah, good Vanderbilt.
yeah. You talk about a kid who he went to Vanderbilt, man. I mean,
Vanderbilt.
I think it should be a top 10, man. But I take the 5.
yeah. Football, it's so many.
Hurt is a Pharaoh Lobo.
Yeah. Shoot, man. You know, you even talk about like Brandon Rosser, you know,
Jason Vincent.
Jason Vincent. Yeah, shit, man. I mean, shit, let's go on, man. You know, Allen Kivers. I rock with.
Football?
Yeah. Allen was a tight end, a receiver,
he was a quarterback.
and a quarterback.
Yeah.
He did all those. Threw touchdown, caught touchdown.
And then we need to talk about LaRue Beck though. Did you say LaRue James?
Nah, but that's he's a 6'4" safety. He should be in the league right now.
Boy.
All right, so I got my top 5 football. Gonna be starting with my favorite player who I looked up to the most, LeBron Mitchell, QB of all QBs, best Marietta player of all time in my book. Number 2, Travis Zachary, running back of that time. Mel Jackson. I mean, the GOAT. You don't say much else when you just say Mel, you say Mel. Number 4 on my list, though, Harold Lindsey. He bought so much swag, so much he just was like what a Marietta nigga was all about out there on the football field.
Yeah. Number 81.
Huh?
He was on 3.
81.
Number 3.
Harold was a big athlete too. Back in the day.
Big boy, like 6'3", 6'4", seemed like back then, and was just a
monster. He was ball headed in high school.
He was a monster out there.
He was a grown man. He was a grown man in high school.
He was. That man was grown back then. And my number 5 is dude right there in the corner, Derrick Tinsley. He got got a whole series on my channel. We know about him. Derrick Tinsley. He did a pretty good, decent job out there on the football field.
Buck might go run. He might have a 300-yard rushing night, and then come to school the next day and ask me to answer on the test.
Hey, look, man, Keyon had me in the class one of my senior year, I think.
Had so many classes with boy. That shit didn't make no sense.
Hey, boy.
Y'all had all team classes. All team class, boy, quit playing.
Hey, look. Hey, together,
making the change class.
All team class, man.
Going on hella field trips.
Well,
hey, the top 5 can't turn into no roast session, but James, straight up, I got an idea. I want how they do like the Comedy Central roast people. I want y'all to do a roast to me, like, but all Marietta people did roast me.
No, man.
It's gonna be
funny. You ain't really an easy person. You're like roasting. You ain't really no fun. Like roast somebody, you want to like have some type of like you just gonna be you like roasting LaRue. Like you can't roast him. Like he ain't gonna be the same though. But Derrick 10, who your 5 is? You go sound crazy.
My 5 go.
All right, look. I'm gonna get. Look, I'm gonna since you're a legend, right? I'm gonna change it all up for you. I want a 5, like from you as a fan, and 5 as a coach.
Okay.
I need that.
I can do that.
You just clicked out. So turn your screen back on. All right, we back. I need that.
I can do that. So 5. So I get 5 as a fan and 5 as a coach.
You get 10 players, Derrick.
Help them out. Tell all.
No, I'm gonna keep it at 5 like everybody else, and then I just carry my conversation on a little farther about other players. But the first one is Eric Zile, because when I was a little boy, he just looked like a giant. And I think I told Jane that I felt like Eric Zion could throw the ball from one end zone to the other. That's when I was little. That's what I used to believe. I used to feel like when I used to watch them passes in the air, I felt like
he was like our
whole
Dan
100
Marino.
yards. So I'm gonna say Eric Zion, all his receivers. That's one. I gotta go Mel. That was the spark for me because when if you stayed in Clay home after you seen that game Friday, that's who you tried to be on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You got there. It wasn't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then of course I gotta go Courtney Freeman, man. I feel like Courtney might be like Brian said the other day. I said to Courtney, he played the game the right way. You know what I'm saying? He played defense, he played special team, he returned kicks. And he won #1. When I got to Marietta, of course, I wanted #8. You know what I'm saying? But one of the kickers had it. But the next number was 1. You know what I'm saying? I wore it for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? Courtney was the truth. So what that is, 3 right there. Mm-hmm. Then you got to give me Zach and you got to give me Byrd because that's who we really wanted to be like. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Zach played for Kennesaw the same way I played for Kennesaw. And I can remember seeing Zach, like me, when I was little, he was playing on the big team. But then just to know that, like, when he graduated, I had the opportunity to go play with him. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's man, look, they couldn't have wrote it no better than what they wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the way you stepped in was just perfect. You came in right on time and
laid out, man.
Took it to a whole other level.
Yeah. Look, I had a talk with Sahara just speaking about running backs at Marietta High School during that time. So you got Mel. At the Mel, you had Curtis. Curtis was good in his own right. You know what I'm saying? And between now, you got Brian Scales, so he was the next one to graduate. Then you got Travis. Then you got me. Then you got Terrence. But then when I was there, you had Lanier Hughes. Lanier was a big, fast running back.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But see, Terrence was a surprise, really. He popped up. He just popped up out of Boston Home one day, like, I want to play football.
like I told her, I said, find another high school. I'm talking about from 1990 to 2000 to 2000.
Market died in there too.
You put him in there too. He put all of them in there. From that time, the type of running backs that came out of Marietta High School was top tier, man. Top tier. And I'm talking about the one who started and the one who came in when the starter was out.
Sure.
It's all good.
So let me get these 5 Marietta players that you coached, your top 5.
Okay, so I got to go with Cavante Benson. He was my first running back. With Cavante, I would have messed Cavante up trying to do something different. He knew everything, and he was strong, big, and fast. They couldn't tackle him. So Cavante was my first one.
He played for basketball too, didn't he?
Yeah, he played basketball too. You know what I'm saying? He was explosive, man. Real explosive. Yeah. Real explosive. After Cavante, I'm gonna go on and say it right now. You know, my running back this past season, Kamani Vidal, he deserved a seat at the table about the best running back Marietta because across the board, running, catching the ball, blocking, size, speed, he was the complete running back. Back in the day, I don't think it was an emphasis on blocking the way this kid did this past year. He hands down the best blocking running back in high school football this year. Hands down, I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even me talk like as a fan. I'm his coach as well, but I can step back and I can shake my head yes at this kid. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then of course I got to go Harrison, University of Tennessee, and I'm gonna go Ramel, and then give me 6. I'm gonna go BJ and Eric.
I was about to say, how you gonna leave your receiver out?
Yeah, BJ never came off the field, man. I used to hold his pump on the sideline. Every time he come over there, I say, do he need it? He'll shake his head no, but he'll be sitting there breathing hard ahead, go back out there and go harder than when he just went.
I like the kid that you got coming back. I can't remember what number he is.
Daniel Martin.
He the other receiver. He the other receiver that like to dance.
Oh no, all them boys gone.
Yeah, all them receivers gone.
You talking about
not the big receiver, not the big receiver. I
You
think
talking about Ricky? He's going to Michigan State.
Yeah.
And see, look, and this the
He's a
thing.
senior.
You stand next to Ricky. He about 6'1". He got good size.
He was a
He
senior?
a basketball player.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought he was a junior.
Yeah.
Daniel Martin is the next man to look out to, JP.
Yeah. Daniel Martin is the next stud, man.
I'm his biggest fan. He's the one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
a whole lot of top 5 football players, though, man. I'm talking about you get like Jock was good. Eric Chisholm, Tony Rosser. It's a whole lot of them, man. It's too many. I ain't even say Friday and Buster because I didn't see them.
I ain't say them neither.
It's Jason Vincent. You got Greg Blue.
What's the boy that went to LSU? What's the quarterback that went to LSU? What was his name? I forgot.
Anthony Jennings.
Dennis. Yeah.
You had Anthony Jennings. You had it's a lot, dog.
You gonna leave Harrison out?
Hell no. I said he was in my top 5.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna put Marcus on there, man?
Big Marcus.
Y'all ain't gonna put Watts on there? Oh, come on.
UGA type life, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, my one football player that my what if? I gotta go. I'm gonna say it again. It would have been Jarvis Duncan. Jarvis Duncan would have played football.
Yeah.
Man, hard head too.
Jarvis and Mike there.
Yeah. Jarvis was cold, man. I can remember I was at Pebblebrook in the 7th grade, and our 8th grade team played against Marietta, and I think our team won, but they goddamn knew they played against Jarvis. You know what I'm saying?
They remember that, don't they?
Yeah, they knew they played against Jarvis, but you know what I'm saying?
All right, so the last question, guys, it's two-party question. Your favorite player of any other era, any sport. You got to pick a sport, and just who's your favorite player from any other era, not your own era. Then your favorite player, any sport of your own era.
But your favorite player that's not in your sport?
No, your favorite player. You got to say it again for these team class guys. Your favorite player in any sport, not in your era. So any other era, not your time. Then your favorite player of any sports in your era.
All right.
Keyon, let's go with Keyon first. Who you got?
Shoot. I think I would go. I can do Dale Ellis. I can do Dale.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about a guy who you hear stories about, and as a kid, you're able to watch him, play professionally, and to see him on TV and know that he's come through your neighborhood and he's made a difference, and he's really inspired a lot of us to play basketball, and even still coming around when his son played too, and seeing him in the flesh, so and talking to him as well. So I would choose him in my non-era favorite player. But in my era, I would say shoot, man.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be biased right here. I'm gonna say myself, man. Say I'm my favorite player, man.
I don't one of y'all legends said both of y'all.
I put it in my head already. That's what I'm saying.
Humble, man. Both of them humble, man. They don't talk like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say myself, man. Growing up, Kennesaw Village, man, and playing at the Canteen Rec, Boys Club, Salvation Army, playing with the Marietta Heat, you know,
And look, hold on. You said that right
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, all the guys that came before me, you know, man, they inspire you some way, somehow. You know, you talk about, you know, Travis Zachary, LeBron, you know, Brandon Rhodes, Ezra. You know, I can remember, and I know we all got stories, you know, being in middle school, going to those high school games, they being sold out, you know, and, you know, you know, anybody come, and Antoine Dixon, you know, you talk about guys like that from Wheeler, and those games are being sold out, and you seeing like, damn, man, you know, one day I want to play for, you know, Charlie Hood.
That's gonna be us, yeah.
And finally, you know, getting you know, Derrick, I think you even said, you know, all those guys coming, you know, before you, and then, you know, you know, them leaving, and then, you know, setting it up for you to come in and play. Like, you know, Ezra Williams, them, you know, playing on that championship team, them guys being seniors, I learned a lot. And I figured once they left, you know, it was my time. So, you know, so I feel like, you know, I think I am my favorite player, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's biased, but so.
That's definitely
you got the right, cuz.
Definitely got the right to feel like that. I'm glad we one of y'all too. Yeah, like you said, these are the most humblest superstars of our, you know, God picked y'all out of all the Marietta folks. I'm gonna pick the most least humblest. I mean the most humblest. You know, and let them be the biggest two stars. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely earned that.
Sent both of us to Tennessee, man.
JP.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm gonna let you go last, man. We're gonna go Derrick Jr. Who you got?
So yeah, my best non-era player has to be Mel, man. I'm telling you, I tell Sahara, I don't feel like I ever seen Mel get tackled. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I've seen a lot of long, big runs, spectacular runs. I'm talking about what everybody, you had to go crazy because of what Mel was doing. Mel was probably 5'8", 160, 165. You know what I'm saying? I remember they used to call him Mighty Mouse, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was it. You know what I'm saying? Mel was it. But then I want to be biased and say myself just like Keyon, because I know I tried to do everything that everybody in front of me did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I know I gave it my all, but
do you ever look back and be like, damn, I did all that?
Now that I'm older, I look back and see, and I say, you know what I'm saying? Right then at the moment, it was just simply playing football.
It was everyday stuff.
Yeah, but in my era, everybody else, man, it's all my fullbacks and offensive linemen that block. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the right answer. It ain't the what you know what I'm saying?
That's the political answer.
He trying to get them to get him a steakhouse.
Like Coach Friday, I'm telling you, know, I ain't never had no media training. Coach Friday was like, whatever they say to you, you make sure you think your offensive line. He told me that that was my freshman year when I had broke the record against Pope. You know what I'm saying? He was like the people want to talk to you. Just make sure you congratulate your offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said, because I didn't know what to say. That was like my first time really, I guess, giving a statement or talking or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm 14 years old, man. I ain't know what to say. But he said, just thank your offensive line. Because without them, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't get going. Even though deep down inside, I believe I could. But you know what I'm saying? With that O-line, it made it easy, man. Real easy. All my O-line fullback, Chris Johnson, Billy Dern them blocked for me, Nick McAfee, Brandon Ross, Michael Dodd, Charlie Workman, Jason King. It's so many linemen I can keep on going, man.
Salute to all them, man.
JP, real.
Who you got, JP?
Not from my era. I'm biased for my own reasons, but I still gotta go with Jerry Jones or Blimp just for the fact I know them niggas from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I love their style of play. They was a guard just like I was. When they get out there, they be full of emotion. After the game, they be surrounded by all the pretty girls. And they coming back. They coming back to the same neighborhood. You know what I mean? It was a little biased for me. It was a little different for me. That wasn't what it was about. But I thought that was cool. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't chasing nothing like that. But I just thought it was cool that I can see them come across the street from where I lived at the canteen. Where I used to play ball at every day. So I always thought that was cool. I remember I could never get on the team either, but that was motivation, but. And from my era, this is gonna be another biased answer, just based off of the position that I play. I gotta go with Mike Stringer. I just felt like Mike Stringer was a bad motherfucker.
Mike Stringer, I love.
He was only like.
Mike
was like
he made the all rules, or he done went hard. Mike was
5'8", but he would give you 40. He would give you 40 so quick too, boy.
I don't think nobody love Mike more than me, bro. I swear you can't, bro. I swear you can't love Mike more than me, bro. No homo. Mike, we played. My first year playing AAU, I played 16 and under with Mike. I'm 14, but we played 16 and under with Mike Stringer. I seen Mike. Listen, on God, this is the only time.
I saw Mike from middle school. I saw him grow from middle school.
I seen that, but you ain't never played with Mike Stringer though.
I ain't played with him. I played against him.
I played with Stringer like at my first 2 years playing AAU. That's the reason why I transferred and went back to Canada. Was to go back and play with Mike. Real life. Listen though, this is my story about Mike though.
Mike, man.
Rest in peace, Coach Vernon Ivory. Our coach would call the timeout and cuss all the other 4 players out on the team. He'd be like, he'd cuss it out. He'd be like, y'all can't just watch Mike. Stop watching Mike. It'll be amazing, bro. We'll just cut and we'll just look. It wouldn't be no offer. What do he need us for? What do he need us for? He don't need us, coach. Oh God, bro. I seen our coach
Mike,
4 or 5 times, bro.
Mike was so good when we played him. I caught myself at times watching. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm guarding this nigga. What am I doing?
I'm telling you, bro. That's
Mike was so damn good.
Hey, I'm gonna let that one ride then, just cause of Mike Stringer. He the only person outside that like he was a Marietta nigga, but he wasn't a Marietta nigga.
And then he was so short, but he would shoot that bitch from so far. He was like a shorter version of D.A. Lane.
He was so cold.
He was faster than D.A.
Yeah. And listen,
his handles was better.
This another inside story that I know because I was with him. They retired his jersey while he still go to school. Like he ain't graduated high school yet, bro. Like they retired Mike Stringer's jersey the second semester. God. Put it up on the thing. Like I can't make this up, bro. We second after the season over with. After the basketball season over with, they retired his jersey while he still go to school. He still walk them hallways as a class. He's up there, bro. I can't make this up. Him and Carlos Singleton.
Carlos Singleton jersey
retired. It might not have been
Carlos.
It might have been the other guy that went to Georgia Tech that was real older, but them the only two anything up in Campbell was Mike and that guy. That was hard.
That was mine. I'm going to the grave with that. Mike Stringer be out there.
I'm with that.
Ever a fan, bro.
I always said, like we used to talk, like when I went to Campbell with him, like man, if he could have went to Marietta, yeah, it was over with, man. You know, he was with Forte. He was on that A grade team. He was a 5th grader playing A grade with Forte.
Yeah, wasn't his daddy a coach or something?
Yeah, his dad was the coach. He might have been. He been his team though.
I thought his dad was coach. I remember one game the coach was cussing Mike out. He dribbling, crying, wiped his tears with the jersey and went and scored a 3-pointer right after that. like, man, this nigga the real deal, bro. The real deal, bro.
Hey, James, what he do, James?
Man, he was sitting there dribbling the ball, touchdown. Went around the kick, pulled up and hit it.
That's legendary right there, bro.
I got my 2 picks. I'm gonna give some folks some shots, some love that they might not normally get that love and that shout out. To me, they the same type of player, 2 different generations. We're gonna go not my generation. I'm gonna go Brian Wildcat Scales. Is my guy that I want to shout out that's not my generation. It's a dog on the field, in the streets. Like Wildcat was always respected, no matter where he was at, what he was doing. Always respected. And from our generation, our brother Terrence LeBaron Hewitt, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Like you saying, he came out of nowhere, but a blessing. I ain't gonna say it was a blessing. Like you broke your leg, and we get
He
Terrence.
stepped right in.
But don't break his leg. I don't feel like we get to see Terrence like that. I feel like the coaching staff would have kept capping on Terrence, but ain't no other way to say it.
Terrence was so fast.
Go from a nobody to an All-American in 10 games, bro. 10 to 11 games is out of this world, bro. Like, we never seen it.
And like, he just woke up one day like, I'm going to play this shit.
He was one of the ones that we saying, you know, 8th grade, 9th grade, you make the decision, you know, to make it out the street. So
he wasn't playing there.
Nah, he was in the street. So
he was in the street, yeah.
Came all the way out the streets and became, you know, a football player and changed his whole life, being a college grad and, you know, a highly successful businessman.
Keyon, didn't Terrence play on one of our basketball teams or something? But like, he played for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
You know, Terrence swayed the hoop now. He swayed the hoop back then. He was fast. Yeah, the fat man.
I just want to say this while we on here. I made the JV team my freshman year of high school.
Man, you
did not make no team. You was put on the team.
R.I.P. the Coach Riddle, man. That was Coach Riddle.
I was the only freshman. Me and LaRue was the only freshman on JV, man.
R.I.P. the Coach Riddle, man.
You didn't know that, did you, Keyon?
I ain't know that. Like, hey, I need to go look for that picture right there.
He ain't tried. He ain't tried to let man Coach Riddle put that man on the team.
Hey, I was about to say Coach Riddle probably put him on the team. Like,
Riddle put that man on the team, man. Yeah, just come to practice. I'm talking about he ain't even try out, bro. He ain't even try out. I still remember. He ain't even try out. Well, he ain't try out, did you?
Nah, he didn't. He done clicked out, but he ain't tried. He got put on the team. He ain't tried. No, he ain't tried freshman or nothing. He just next thing we know, he down there with him and Peter. That was the Rats on JV though.
Oh man, oh not Pete Dog.
Pete Dog.
I think Pete might be my favorite Rat of all time.
Who, Pete Dog?
Yeah.
Pete Dog used to go hard to get in too, man.
Him and John Hunt, man, they hey, I remember sitting on the end of the bench, man, as a freshman, and we all they looking at me, I'm looking at them. I'm like, y'all supposed to get in before I do, but yeah, you know, they like whatever.
Hey, but I would definitely want to appreciate y'all for coming on here, having a conversation with me. Keyon, we got you next, man. We gotta tell your story next. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you, man.
DC, get that.
Just let me know.
A little bit later, JP, you can come on, get on here. You know how we rock. You know, you doing it out every day, all day. DC, I know you done logged off, but you know what I mean. I appreciate you for being on here too. Y'all got the last word. Y'all let the people know what's going on. Y'all got the last word.
No, I appreciate you having me. Like I said, whatever you need from me, you got it, man. I'm ready to see Keyon's story. I need to go back and watch Buck's story again. I'm just grateful to be along for the ride. I got to see both of them firsthand. I was with these guys every day. So,
true story, boy. Firsthand, Will.
I appreciate you, man. Shoot, man, it's been a blessing, man, to be a part of, you know, the historic Marietta tradition and stuff, man. And you always talk, we always talk about, who came before us, and, you hoping that some of these other kids who are, at Marietta understand, who came before them,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, man. I'm just blessed, man, to be around guys like you guys, man, and being, play with you guys as well, man. So I appreciate it, man. Just if I can do anything to help, with the movement, man, please let me know, man.
Yes. Say, look, we might have something coming up where I might need y'all to come talk to these kids for me, man. We're gonna try to do something for the kids. So the team putting together. So, once I find out all the details, I'll let y'all know the details. Come out and we trying to do something where we can talk to young men. You know what I mean? Something that's all going on in the world. But we're gonna try to do something. I keep y'all posted on that. Like I said, everybody log on, subscribe, make sure you subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. With that being said, it's another episode of Rap Life Sports. Everybody, be blessed, be fresh, be out of here.